As you make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, whether you're resting in a quiet corner of your home, or perhaps it's just a peaceful moment set aside just for you, you might begin to notice how easily the mind can wander, just like a leaf drifting on a gentle stream, moving at its own pace, following the subtle currents beneath the surface. And you can allow yourself to settle right now, simply here, simply breathing. And as you listen to my voice, you can just let the sounds around you drift into the background. And as you do, it becomes easier to find a comfortable place deep inside, inviting your awareness to rest. And because you've already chosen to look after your own well-being by tuning in safely, your mind can begin to let go and relax, knowing there's nothing you need to do except notice how your own thoughts start to soften, just like that leaf moving with the flow. And sometimes, as the leaf follows the stream, it floats through cool patches of shade and pools of sunlight, always guided by the water's gentle flow. And you may find yourself becoming more deeply absorbed. Every gentle ripple beneath the leaf a reminder of how you can drift further inwards with each breath you take. The sounds of the outside world seem to melt away, much like the banks of the stream gently fading as you glide with the current. And perhaps as you listen, there's a growing sense of peaceful weightlessness spreading outwards, letting your attention rest comfortably and deeply in this moment. And as your mind floats back to the leaf on that stream, you can follow its journey. There are moments when it passes by overhanging branches, offering unexpected shelter. Places where saving just a little energy makes the journey smoother. And in much the same way, there can be times in life when people realize that making even small changes in how they float along day to day can create space for bigger transformations. And there's a curious thing about money, how like energy it can collect quietly in the eddies and corners. Sometimes people will notice that setting a little aside without forcing it can build into something surprisingly supportive. And I can remember a story of someone who used to rush through the fastest part of the river, thinking only the big waves mattered, until one day I began to notice the power of smaller motions. They watched how the leaf pausing in those gentle alcoves, gathered strength before continuing. And sometimes saving doesn't mean holding back everything all at once. Sometimes it can simply be noticing opportunities to pause, to collect, almost without realizing it at first. And just like the stream flows differently at different times, there's a sense that you already possess the ability to nurture future abundance just by flowing a little bit differently. And it's interesting how when someone shifts the way they see their resources, new perspectives naturally unfold. Like realizing there are little tributaries feeding the wider river. Simply by reframing sacrifice as investment in future comfort can change everything about the feeling of saving. At other times, the intention behind saving grows not from pressure, but from the simple desire for calm and confidence. Because after all, isn't that what a leaf finds in the safety of a quiet bank? And when the mind is allowed to explore gently what it truly values, it may discover new ways to let savings accumulate effortlessly, even enjoying the process as something creative, something uniquely personal. And you may realize now, or perhaps in the coming days, that the journey of saving money can be as natural and as calming as letting a leaf drift within the stream's embrace. And there may be times in the future when you look back and see how these subtle shifts, these quiet pauses and small set-asides built a more secure and rewarding path. All the things you value remain available to you, and the confidence you gain with each wise choice begins to ripple outwards, not just into your finances, but into every area of self-care. And now, as you notice your awareness returning to the here and now, to the feeling of your body, the shape of the surface beneath you, the gentle sensations of your fingers and toes ready to move, and you might sense the sounds around you becoming more distinct once again. You can bring back the freshness and energy, as if the leaf, having rested in its quiet pool, is ready to continue with a new purpose. You can stretch and open your eyes whenever you wish, carrying forward the calm certainty that comes from knowing you can make positive choices. And as you bring yourself back to the present moment, there's no rush, just the steady confidence that comes with each breath in your own space, in your own way. And in the days ahead, you may notice yourself spotting small opportunities to save, almost automatically, with a sense of ease. Each time you do, that gentle feeling of progress can grow stronger, reminding you of how naturally this new approach fits into your day. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You've done well to spend these moments investing in yourself, and every subtle shift helps more than you might realize. And you can return to this session whenever you wish. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.